the too long didn't watch this video is it's 2017. You need an SSD. They make your computer a lot better. I'll see y'all later. You know there's more videos. You for playing for. Come on, man. Don't do that. Perfect. What's good, folks? It's your boy Dookie back again with Bang, budget and new gear reviews to help you get the best bang for your tech dollars. Now, this is a video that I should have done a while ago, because if you paid any attention, if you've seen any of my videos before, when I did my Ryzen 5 1600 build, I actually put one of these pieces into that unit, and that was an SSD from the company Drevo. Yeah, the same people that made all those keyboards I checked out, they make SSDs as well. Spec wise, if you know what an SSD is, then you pretty much know what's going on here, but just in case you have no idea, SSD is a solid state drive. That means it has no spinning parts in it like normal hard drives. That allows it to be quieter and faster. Basically, you get a pretty significant speed boost upgrading from a standard hard drive to an SSD. Now, with these Drevo SSDs, they come in 128 gigabyte capacity or 256. Now, they're built on 3D NAND TLC flash technology that allows them to be safer, quieter and lighter, and have much better reliability and endurance. Now, they claim they have read speeds up to 560 megabytes per second with write speeds up to 500 megabytes per second. As you can see from the benchmarks I ran with CrystalDiskMark on my Ryzen machine, these numbers aren't too far off. Just for fun, let's run these same benchmarks on the 4 terabyte standard hard drive that I have in here for my games and backup storage. Just from these numbers alone, you can see how much faster SSD is. Now, I know it's 2017 and they have much faster technology, but right now an SSD is still one of the best bang for budget upgrades that you could do to boost up the performance of your machine. And one of the reasons that it's taken me so long to do this video is because I just didn't want to do a simple SSD unboxing. I mean, unless you have a system that's designed to specifically show off your SSD or your hard drive, you'll probably never see it once you put it into your machine. So to test it, what I decided to do was take an old laptop, switch out the hard drives, and show you a bit of the performance boost that you can get from something as simple as switching out an SSD. To me, if you have an older machine and it's slow and sluggish, this is one of the first things you should do before you purchase anything else. Start with an SSD and RAM. We don't have any RAM to install today, so we ain't worried about that. I'm gonna turn this all around and we're gonna show you what this SSD is really all about. All right, folks, what we have here is pretty much your standard laptop. You'll probably find these in your house. You might have a family member that has a laptop like this collecting dust because it's too slow, nobody wants to use it. This is an old throwaway from work, so I'll just show you guys on this. I'm gonna demonstrate on this one to show you guys what it can be like. This is a HP G62 340US. It's a dual core Athlon processor, 15.6 inch screen, has 3 gigabytes of RAM, and a 320 gigabyte drive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go real time. Let me pull up my clock. This laptop has been updated to Windows 10. You know, Windows was just pushing that, like, you gotta get this Windows 10. So it does have Windows 10 on here. It started off with Windows 7. This is a computer, it's been used by a couple different people, doesn't have a lot of stuff on here, but this is kind of similar to what you might have in your house, an old laptop. An old desktop that's been used by a bunch of different people in the house. So we're going to just start this up from start to when I can actually log in and see how long that takes. So we're going to go real time. All right, I might speed it up, but we'll see. If it takes like forever, I might speed it up. So I jumped the gun, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's never happened before. All right, 1, 2. Y'all see the time. We're at the Windows screen. It's loading. Let's bring it over here so you can see. Black screen. At 20 seconds, not too bad. Let's see, it's still loading. Let's see how long it takes so we can get in there. Still loading. Are we gonna beat 40 seconds? Still loading. Boom. 41.09 seconds. I mean, you know, it says it itself. Now that's not forever time, but that is close to the time when, you know, if you got one of those laptops or PCs that you can turn on, go get a drink, go use the bathroom, let the dog out, come back and it's still not on, then you know what that struggle is like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install this Drevo SSD fresh out of the box. Hasn't even been opened yet. We're gonna install this into this laptop and see how long this process takes. Oh, real quick, let's check the CrystalDiskMark score before we go any further. All right, I keep saying I apologize for the whole point at the screen action, but you see, these are the scores that we got on the standard hard drive that was in this laptop. But we're gonna switch this one out, install Windows on it, and you're gonna see the difference. It's gonna be, I can't, you know, we're gonna see what the difference is. Is it gonna be night and day? Is it gonna be, you know, no big deal? We're gonna come back and we're gonna find out what's really good. All right, let's get it. Alright, so you saw that I replaced the hard drive and I have gone through the process of setting up Windows 10 on this computer. I didn't want to go through a lengthy install video. If you want another video about that, you know, there's a lot of them out there. But if you want me to do it, I'll do it in my own special Dookie way. You know what I'm saying? Before we go any further, let me say this. This is an older laptop, so the technology is a little bit older, just like what you may have at home. So while the Drevo SSD does support SATA 3, and that's how you get those phenomenal 500 megabyte numbers, this particular laptop has SATA 2. So the numbers should be different, but I still think there'll be a drastic improvement over what we had in there before. This is the old hard drive. Don't get rid of these. These will always be good. You can toss them in if you do a PC build, or if you ever get a laptop that has two, you can toss these in to have extra space. What is this, a 320 gigabyte? You can toss this in another old PC, have just some extra space to run files off of, maybe put your Steam library on here, maybe put some movies or videos on here just to have an extra disk. So don't get rid of these. Now y'all remember how long it took the last time? I'll flash it up here just so you can see how long it took for it to start. Let's see what happens when we try it this way. We're gonna do 1, 2, hopefully I don't mess it up this time. 1, 2, 3. All right, it's turning on. Okay, we're already at the window screen. Oh, I already moved past the window screen. We're already at the login page. Boom. 22.97 seconds, give or take, 0.1 millisecond or whatever. That is the type of speed increase that you're going to see. That is the type of speed increase that you're going to see. Now, the hilarious thing is that I actually have more stuff installed on this computer than I did on it before. Before it was just strictly a work laptop, so it had Office and browsers. Now I got browsers, Handbrake, Audacity, VLC, Steam. You see Steam is trying to update. All right, we're gonna run our last test here. We're gonna run CrystalDiskMark and see what kind of speed increasements we get. Like I said, this PC is SATA 2, not SATA 3. So that's why we may not see 500 on the read and write. But we should still see a very significant improvement from what we saw before with the standard hard drive. All right, we got the finished results right here. Like I said, with this being SATA 2, you're not gonna see the 500 read and write, but you're still getting a massive increase from what it was before. I'm going to place it side by side here so you can see. just so you can see, man, you're going to be able to open files faster, open up folders and programs faster, and just have a better user experience when you put an SSD into an older laptop. Alright, now I want to give a thanks and big shout out to the good folks over at Drevo, however you're supposed to say the name of the company, is right here, for sending this over for me to try out. Now, I don't really plan to keep Windows on this machine. I have enough machines in this house that run Windows. I'm going to basically be using this laptop going forward to try out different Linux installations. I try out different Linux distributions probably every other week or so. So if you have any suggestions or if you would like to see a video on that, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. You know, any suggestions, which one do you like? Alright, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Don't worry about that mess over there. Don't be judging me for that mess over there in the corner. That's some more stuff I got coming for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can see it coming soon. It's your kinfolk, Dookie. Holla at you, boy. Oh.